there's a way to see who voted what on Twitter, because I don't see it. I just see the quantity of votes. I might need another tweet to tell people to send proof, and then I don't know, maybe a raffle on Thursday or something. So we're playing aggro light here, the classic, the standard bearer of light. The standard bearer of light. Let's go ahead. I think the skeletal hoplite. We'll go with variety here. We're obviously going to come out pressure as much as possible. We want to seize the early board control with light, especially in the mirror. Good card for our opponent. Slows us down a bit. We have to go ahead here, otherwise it's just going to get bigger. And this gets the most minions on board, so continue to press forward here. Our opponent trying to make the meme dreams work while going second. We're trying to make light work going first, which is less of a thing usually. So here we're not going to attack. Unfortunately, this doesn't really get us anywhere. The Pyramid Warden is huge. If we had Light's Levy, they could have conceded, or had they were extortionists, either one. But we do not have a key card in the situation, and now our opponent is situated decently. We did not have the key card. Again, if we had Levy there, we just win, and there's nothing our opponent can do. And unfortunately, it looks like they're going to be able to pick off 2 minions next turn, and we're not going to have, or 3 minions, and we're not going to have a very wide Prayer of the Desperate at all. And now Levy's not even an out. So we just want as wide of a board as possible and then slap down the Prayer of the Desperate. However, I think our opponent is going to be able to peel. They can peel here, peel here, peel here. We only have a 3-wide board. So Twitter. I ran a poll. I can see who voted for what. Let's do this. The Pyramid Warden saved our opponent in this game, but we're going to try to eke our way back out of this situation. Okay, that was not a bad top deck. That's big as well. This peels here. The question is can we get to this? And I think the answer is no. Twitter web app. View tweet analytics. Yeah, I can't see. So I guess they'll have to do a Twitter post for people to go ahead and tell me when they won or something. Unfortunately, we still can't get to this minion. They're going to be able to grab this next turn. Oh, card shark. So they're going to go even wider here. Yeah, this is not good. We draw Pyramid Warden, but I think that's what we call here in the South a day late and a dollar short. They bought Card Shark instead of this, though. So maybe we have chances. Now, I'm doing this buff hoping they do not have a trick. hoping they can't kill this. This is 6 damage, this is 7 health. Any Light's Levy wins for them here, but I've got to go for it all. Just run the raffle for everyone, problem solved. Nah, I wanted to do something with Twitter. But then I didn't think the whole process through. A levy or an extortionist wins for our opponent. There's nothing I can do here. Ooh, protective benediction here. This feels like a protective benediction. Protective benediction. They should attack protective benediction, and then they basically win unless I top deck Prayer of the Desperate. Hmm. So that minion is very big. 3, 6, 8. So we can kill it, barely. But we're giving up everything. We give up everything to remove it. And was it worth it at the end? Probably not. This goes there. Remove this minion. Remove this minion. GP. These 3 can run into here, but I think we're okay with that line. Just gotta hope they low roll in the lad when they get their minion back. Cleared as many minions as I possibly could that turn. Using the Rune of Fire on a 2-1 looks very questionable. And they will get a minion back. Hopefully it doesn't buff Memean Lion. Of course it does. This minion can definitely be a problem. It's going to get very, very big. Axewoman is certainly a card, but we can't kill the Memean Lion, and that's going to be the card that beats us this game for sure. Yeah, this is just gonna get out of control. Go ahead like this. This. Trying to stick as wide of a board as possible and then hope to hit maybe a card like a Prayer of the Desperate or something. That's the only way we have a chance in this game. Conceding is definitely optional for me too, though CERN is an interesting card for me to draw. And yeah, that's going to make the Memean line very, very large. And if we don't draw Prayer of the Desperate, I think we can just concede. That's CERN. I mean, I said CERN was interesting, so let's go ahead and play CERN. Get a couple of minions to be healed right here. Extortionist is definitely a card. Go ahead like this. And now if we hit Prayer of the Desperate, there is a chance. Because we can go 6 wide by playing the Pacifist. That CERN was a pretty big top deck. We were very close to conceding. Yeah, that's going to get bigger. Really need Prayer of the Desperate. Might just draw without digging for Prayer of the Desperate. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to remove 2 minions, play Vow of Champions, hope to get Prayer of the Desperate. A very desperate line. Protective Benediction is very interesting. That's a very interesting one. That was not bad. Protected and what? Do I want to do protected in armor or protected in frontline? I think I want protected in frontline. Because otherwise, this card's going to kill us. Protected in frontline. So that might buy us some time. And if we top deck Prayer of the Desperate really soon, we might can swing this game around. We were very close to conceding. Very close indeed to conceding. I mean, they can kill any minion on my side, but they can only really kill one minion with these. Looks like they're going to remove CERN. They do not want me to heal anymore. That's a very reasonable play. And we will be digging for Prayer of the Desperate. It's not Prayer of the Desperate. We can go ahead, remove this minion. Guess these just go face. And we can try with this, trying to get to our last Prayer of the Desperate in the deck. Neither of those are it. And that's not it either. Unfortunately, this turn, they will definitely be able to remove 2 minions. But if we draw Prayer of the Desperate, we can still be a 6-wide prayer. So we do have outs. We've left ourselves in a situation with outs. We do have another Protective Benediction left in the deck, which is interesting as well. Asterius, we do not have Asterius in this list. Protective Benediction, and we're get very wide very quickly. They have Prayer of the Desperate. Well, that's not great for me. We need Prayer of the Desperate right now. We have a 1 and 10 shot. 1 in 10. Protective Benediction's interesting as well. So we've got a chance at that. Okay. Canonize. Canonize doesn't help us too much here. Let's go ahead, remove this minion. This will remove this minion. Maybe get the second pacifist going here. Alright. Again, if we draw Asterius, there's a chance. I mean, not Asterius, Prayer of the Desperate. Ooh, that was a good top deck by our opponent. Now's the time we're going to draw Prayer of the Desperate, and we're just going to have like some weird sigh of failure, because now I think it's too late. I think Prayer of the Desperate does not save us now. But we draw Highborn Knight instead. Not many good lines here. Maybe this line makes some sense. Peel that minion off the board. This guy's gone to the moon for sure. So there, and then they hit there. We don't really accomplish much here, do we? This Nemean lion is probably the best looking Nemean lion in the history of Gods Unchained. We are. I mean, Protective Benediction is still a card, too. We've got Protective Benediction and Prayer of the Desperate left in the deck. We have foreseed 2 cards to the bottom of the list, so we know there's a 1 in 4 chance the top card's either Protective Benediction or Prayer of the Desperate. Either one might give us a slight prayer into eking our way back into this game. But even then, I think we're losing. That does not help us. So all we can do is this. This. Trying to remove as many of their minions as possible here. Maybe next turn by that. Flood the board. I mean, this can kill us in 2 turns if they just go face with it. Though Prayer of the Desperate could get us back into this. And we've got 9 cards left in the deck, but we did foresee 2 cards to the bottom of our list earlier in the game. So really 1 out of 7. Digging desperately, hoping to find a miracle. That does not help. I'm not sure this is optimized. We'll see what we get back from the lab. And go ahead and play everything. This trades, this hits here. And yeah, I don't think Prayer of the Desperate is even an out right now. Though we're chipping away at this Nemean lion somehow. This hits there, this hits there, this hits there. This is 2 health left. They might buy this to heal. Of course, this hits there. Wind Up Roller. Wow, that is legitimately the dumbest card they could buy in the Sanctum, because I'm desperate for a chance here. We get Protective Benediction. If we get Prayer of the Desperate, Protective Benediction, and that in the same turn could be the game-winning move here. Our opponent has given us hope with the Wind Up Roller. We've got a 1 in 5 shot chat of drawing here. A backbreaker for our opponent. Guess we're only 3 wide, though. Fester. What are my outs here? What are my outs here? I can play Fester. Play the minion. Play Fester, play the minion, no. A lot of options this turn. Okay, we're going to play Fester, Protective Benediction. Okay, we want Protected. Is health better than Frontline? Guess we gotta pick Frontline. Otherwise, we just die. Let's go ahead, remove this minion. I should have attacked with this first. My ordering was pretty bad this turn. Get rid of that minion. So they peel Thester and peel one of our other minions as well. We might bait them into peeling here. Though Petros does get snuck behind a legion of frontline. So there's that. We've got a 1 in 3 chance to draw Prayer of the Desperate, and finally, it has arrived. So very easy decision this turn. We go as wide as we can. We drop Prayer of the Desperate. And now we've got a Gods Unchained game, chat. Still in this game, we're fighting hard. We're trying our best here. Did I just peel this? Could peel that. Maybe this is more accurate. Grab this. Be useful next turn, I think. I guess I could have peeled this, because when they peel here, they're going to get a card back from Pyramid Warden. And then they can peel here anyways. I might have misplayed that turn. We had a lot of options, though. Radiant Dawn, wow. So this takes this out. But we can critically trade this into this. And then I think we're winning now. Okay, get this out here. And canonize here. So, yeah, we're situated very nicely now. Epic aggro light game. Yeah, this has been weird. I have never played an aggro light game where you run out of cards. Amazingly, think about how large that Memean lion was. We are at 30. Like, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. We are still at 30. Okay, Extortionist was the was the top deck. And we have finally, the War of Attrition has gone our way. Leave them with no minions. I'm using Insane Game as I tune in, perfect timing. Yeah, this one has been interesting for sure. I was very close to conceding. We top deck CERN at the right time. And yeah, that was a very interesting game. He didn't attack with the pacifists. Wonder why. Just conceding, I think, because we had the front line. We had the frontline minion that was a 7/7. So why would he attack into that?